Oh, okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Cue the music this time.
Are we playing it in from here?
Play it.
Play it in. Okay.
Played it.
We need some technical difficulties music. Here we go.
We need like a 20-second.
Kia ora, everyone, and welcome to the KGC Fourball podcast, where my name's Fraser Bondy Bond, and I also struggle with technology today increasingly. Sorry about that. We've got no music on that intro play. And joining me this evening, we've got Mr. PVK, Luke, and DNC NZ Birding.
Yeah, a lot better than you.
Oh wow, Fraser!
Yeah.
For
So,
those that don't know what just happened, we went live and didn't go live. So we've been talking to ourselves for the past 2 minutes before we even realised.
gave it the full open and everything there. So no, thank you everybody for tuning in, and we really want to get interactive this evening. So if you've got some comments to post them there on the side there, any talking points or any things that you want to us to touch base on, or even any shout outs to other bits of the KGC family, put those in there too. So let's start it off as we like to always do. Let's just start off with a nice casual drink check. So should we go Mr. Luke down south there and work our way up?
I'm going to come in hot with a nice glass of Canterbury Riesling here from Waipara Valley. So a bit of a change from the beer.
Yeah.
This is representative of the fact that my little home brewery ran out of CO2 gas today. So yeah, kia ora Waipara Valley for the Riesling.
First world problems.
Oh, looks like good. And what
It's the
about
spot.
what about DNC? You're in there quickly too with a
DNC.
matching glass? DNC.
Decent. Matching close. I've got the black cottage rosé from the Fraser's he's having a ball. I'm in a little drop of rosé this evening.
Delicious.
Just beautiful summertime.
Cheers.
Good stuff. I'm going to be normal and I'm going to have a beer, Boneface.
Bonies.
Thank you. Or is it the Unit NZ IPA? Not too bad this one, all 6%.
Well,
What do you got going on there, Bondi?
Well, I had a bone face, but after the way I've just entered into this podcast, it might be my last one. Jeepers, I've missed every button click known to. Well, we've only done 14 of these now, so that's good to know. That I'm really locking it in.
How many of those bonies did you have before you logged in, Fraser?
It's only half finished. She's been tough there. So
I'm
had
hoping now that you guys have sorted yourselves out up in the North Island that the couriers are running with those bone faces down to me in Christchurch. I've been checking the door every day, Bondi.
Keep checking, brother. Keep checking. I'll be on the way.
Did you want just one of these little prop boxes that I've got, or do you actually want one with some beers in it? Yeah. Okay.
But whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on its way with the one that has the KGC shirt and
nice.
the KGC hats.
Yeah, nice.
So throw that up there again, Pete, just for people who are watching. Pete's done a little custom design that he's testing out here. We can showcase off there.
There you go.
Little Kiwi there with a golf club holding a beer. So,
It's in pretty good shape too. Check out the quads
Yes,
on
good
that.
Nick.
Ripped. Is that Cam the Kiwi?
Well, okay,
Maybe.
we might have to have a naming competition when we possibly go big with those. That could be a big push though, Cam the Kiwi, fish figure like that.
It's gonna be hard to beat now.
Yeah, so and I got a bone face, which I've just finished off there, and then I've actually got a little Appletons and ginger ale to follow that one up, and hopefully that will solve my my issues
Nice,
there.
Rose.
So cheers, guys.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
Happy Christmas.
Salute.
So, this is us. We'd like to also do a little bit of our check-in. A couple of our key admin members couldn't be here tonight, so shout out to Cam Jones. He's out there on a staff party in the rain on Waiheke. I'm so sorry. Oh no. And PJ Campbell, I think he's doing the Howick Twilight tonight. So those boys are both missing us on this one here. But what about Luke? How's the week been, man? How's the last time since we've seen you? Actually, probably a lot going on.
Yeah, but there are heaps going on. You know, it's always the way, right? Everything kind of comes cascading towards the end of the year, but yeah, definitely eyes on the prize now. We've got some good golf and weather. You know, got a couple of rounds under my belt, and a few locked in for the next couple of weeks. And Hamper Day at the club, and then it's a bit of a Christmas break. So looking forward to shooting off. Yeah,
Shooting off. Where we going?
man, I've got a camper van actually, so I'm gonna jump in the camper van and maybe do a little bit of a. Usually we don't go too far, but probably go into mid Canterbury, play a few rural courses, and then thinking about actually shooting off to the west coast, somewhere down like glacier country. Like I've not done that before, so I figured now is as good a time as any to go check it out, and yeah, it's gonna be bloody good actually. Yeah, what do you boys got lined up? Are you going away anywhere or staying local?
I'm getting out. I'm getting out of Auckland as quick as possible.
as quick as possible. Yeah.
11:59 tonight. Or is it tomorrow?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. If we can just keep this running for a bit longer,
Yeah.
sweet just to leave afterwards.
Yeah.
Noticeably, the traffic tonight was hectic in Auckland and around Auckland. I mean, that's also because no one can drive in Auckland in the rain, but more so to the point that I think people are starting to get to the borders to get ready to get in the queue to get that later. So yeah, interesting times.
Do you think it's going to be a little bit weird? Like, I think it's going to be strange. Like, when you go away and you got to say that you're traveling from Auckland, or you got to kind of be like, yeah, I'm from Hamilton or something. Otago. Because I think around the country there, you got to have every Auckland just absolutely, or quite a lot of us leave. It's going to be interesting to see how that's, how that handled around the rest of the country.
I reckon 90% of our listeners are leaving Auckland to go play some nice golf tracks around the country. Seriously. Like, who's looking forward to playing another golf course outside of their own track?
Yeah.
Me.
Come on down. We're looking forward to having you. Come on down.
I think they've already left. I'm watching go down.
Where would you go play? Like, where's the first place you'd go play down now that you can get out of Auckland?
To be fair, man, I'd go play Te Puke because I'm heading down there for Christmas with the in-laws. So I think that Mighty Te Puke is a great track. Hell of a course. Best greens in the Bay of Plenty, I'm told. Arguably. What about you, Fraser? If you could get out tonight, right now, where'd you go tomorrow to play golf?
I'd go. I really want to go play Kinloch so bad.
Hell of a track.
Yeah. I just want to go get beaten up again. And
have you played it since they cut the rough down?
No, I haven't actually. Oh, yeah, that sounds nice considering they had a lot of rough. So I'm gonna have to go give it a try. But yeah, no, that'd be where I want to go. What about our other Aucklander PVK? Where would you go play?
I'd probably go back to Taranaki, but it's I don't know if I'm
brag.
invite again. But the course I'm actually down for, I'm heading up to Omamari for New Year's, so I'm going to throw the clubs in the car and go play Northern Whitehall. Get out and check one of the country tracks out. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, if there's any listeners out there that know any good sort of rural courses in mid Canterbury or out towards the west, I've never played golf on the west coast of the South Island, so I know the weather's not like massively conducive to it all the time. But if you know of some good tracks down there on the west coast, I'd love to get out there and take a few photos and report back in. Yeah, it's always been a bit of a goal. So yeah, if you fire them through in the comments, and I'll see if I can tick them off.
West is best for fishing, so I wonder how it ranks with golf clubs. Be interesting to see. If there are any decent tracks down there, let us know.
Well, the way my game's going at the moment, mate, I might use a few of my golf clubs as fishing rods, so you never know.
What about Dan Crook? How's the week been since we last had you on?
Pretty good, bro. I guess the biggest thing from me and my camp is that we started a golfers boot camp. And so that's happening every Monday morning at the club room up there in Albany at 7 a.m. So we've got a bunch of our really good golfers based in Auckland, and we smash it out and crack a sweat and 100% golf sort of related movement. So it's just such a good shock to the system. And I had one of our golf club reps in today, and he joined us. He's been, I think, to all bar one, but he says he just loves it because he leaves there and he just feels amazing, and it's all golf related. So I think for me, like, that's just been the best start back out of lockdown, to just shock the system and get into some sort of routine. What about you, PVK? How you been doing, man?
Oh, hang on. We've got PJ Campbell, obviously should be working. Just asking right here. Do you wear bike shirts at the boot camp there, DC?
I don't wear shorts, Peach.
Oh, gee. All right. Okay. I think you're gonna have a few more sign-ups coming on Monday then.
Bring it on.
What about PVK's week?
Good, bro. Like, I went and played the ACC. They had alternative cricket commentary. They had a Movember event out at Pupuki on Friday. So that was just buzzy playing an event. It was just weird being around people. It was cool. It was just like things are starting to get back to normal. So that was good. And yeah, I mean, I haven't been on the show for a while, but yeah, all pretty happy with me. It's been hectic. Kind of taking a bit of a step back from things and enjoying myself. Yeah, that's about it, eh? All pretty happy.
Downtime.
Yeah, nice.
Luke?
Yeah, nothing to complain about really. I think we've it's interesting to hear you guys talk about kind of Freedom Day up there actually, and to hear about how you're planning some trips away and playing a bit of golf and getting around, and that's awesome to hear. So yeah, stoked. Hoping that we see a few people down our neck of the woods in Christchurch and yeah, jump on a plane, get down. I did read a terrifying stat actually that there's 600 flights today booked out of Auckland Airport. 600 people, I think, or 600 people, and tomorrow it's 12,000. So if the net outflow out of Auckland is 12,000 per day, I think the rest of us are pretty terrified. But yeah, jump on a plane, come down. Love to see you.
Wow. Oh, it needs to happen, guys. Like shit, really. The country is like a stagnant pond that stinks.
Yeah,
it's just it needs to start flowing again. It's just.
I actually had an event on the Friday that we opened, on that Friday the 3rd, because we missed the other week doing this, and that was incredibly weird because they decided to go, oh hey, we're going to do the whole vaccine thing for our group no matter what. So we had the upstairs open, and that was all done. So we opened up on Friday, had them up there, and we're all out there on the deck. Everyone's sitting down. The table service things, it's a little bit weird to get used to because you just want to walk up to the bar and order yourself a beer afterwards. The whole pre-match stuff, like the briefings and things like that, was a bit weird because, like, after coming back to those lockdowns, just let alone talking to 10 of my staff was strange after being locked up for 5 weeks, let alone to talking to 80 people to go and tee off on a golf course. But that little bit afterwards, when you do the prize giving, you hear those laughs in your clubhouse again, and you actually go like, far out, that's what I've missed so much. Not that deathly quiet golf course action. So yeah, it's only going to get better, and hopefully it can only get better.
So here's a question for you: what's a good thing about golf under restrictions that you want to just roll over through? Like, I love not raking a bunker, right? So like I've been enjoying that. I've been enjoying my PGA Pro moment of not having to rake the bunker behind me. But is there anything that you'd roll over into non-restrictions?
I reckon like once a week or possibly every course should just have like 2 balls only, because that 2-hour round of golf or 2.5-hour round of golf average that was coming up was just ridiculous how fast it was. And I really like that. I mean, I like playing in a 4-ball and stuff like that too. But then there's sometimes like you go back to playing as a 4 now, and you're like, far out, golf takes ages. It takes such a long time. So that'd be my favorite, the little 2-ball run, maybe every now and then, get the speed up.
Yeah.
I reckon it'd be pretty cool if you could just book in a time slot with your name on it, and then however many people turn up, like that's your spot. Like if you allocate it to yourself, like, and then I can rock up PVK, Bondi, and Luke, play as a foursome, or I can go out by myself. Like that's my spot for that time. Or if you want to play with randoms, then you can open it up. But I think that'd be pretty cool.
PBK.
You've got to pay for that. You've got to pay for that. Yeah.
Pay for it.
No, man. Honestly,
What I've also, I don't know about you guys, but I've noticed like heaps more people using the old digital scorecard as well. And I just wonder what the uptake is. I mean, that's not a bad wee feature, and it's convenient, and yeah.
Can I change my answer? I want to roll over with that. No, not printing scorecards. God, I mean, not having a printer jam. I mean, just like having the results done instantly.
Yeah.
I want to change my answer to that. That's a great one. But
I'll jump on that.
Yeah, our uptake's been good at our club. Like, but it fell off heaps as soon as people get back to a card. But maybe about 50-50 now. Where probably before it was like 30-70.
Yeah.
It's just an age thing in my mind, or by what I can see. Just some of the older guys and girls just don't want to use their phone on the course, which is fair enough. After so long. Rightio. Okay, well, we want to get into a couple of things golf related. One of our big things that we want to talk about is actually going to be coming up soon. We've quickly, PVK and Dan and myself, unfortunately Luke's in Christchurch, so it's a bit far from to come, have quickly thrown together a little KGC golf day on the 23rd of December. Woohoo! Finally, we're going to hopefully do one. Now, we do also want to redo South Head, because we knew that was a massive one that we unfortunately missed out on. So keep an eye open for that. But this one coming up on the 23rd, it is just a rolling start. It's going to sort of help with just getting people teed off on time, and actually with everyone coming in afterwards with the vaccine passes and bits and pieces like that. And we are playing like a split sixes event. So if you've never seen that before, every 6 holes, you and your partner, in the first 6 holes, hole 1 to 6, you add your stable fids together. On holes 7 through to, here we go, there's my maths, 12, 11. Your stable fids are times by 2, and then added together, and then the final 6 holes you are multiplied together. So you got to really make a big run in those last 3 holes. And so that's going to be a little bit different. It is an individual tournament as well, so there's a net option there too. I think we've had about 14 people sign up, maybe 15 people sign up, and it just went out today. So if you think about coming along and doing that, that's going to be a sort of fun one to end the year.
Yeah. Kiwi Golf
Jump on our website.
To
just scrolling across the bottom there.
Oh, yeah. On the website, you can sign up, register everything there. And it's on the Facebook page too. So you can see all the little details and bits and pieces about that. So I'm looking forward to see everyone at that one, actually. It's actually going to be a good, fun thing to do.
Good. Awesome.
Yeah, it'll be good to get back on the horse, eh?
Well done chucking that together at last notice as well, boys. Yeah, really good.
Peter only asked me 10 times before I did it. I mean, so it wasn't, and I wanted to do it. It's just that, you were working at the club and stuff like that. It's just been so hectic that Christmas time, so busy, and to sit down and do it is just another thing to do. So I'm finally happy as to get that one out today. It's going to be great.
It'll be good.
There's some more events coming up, isn't there, lads? Something pretty cool happening on Tuesday, Fraser.
Well, hang on. I think we should. The longest day is currently happening, and there's heaps of us out there that are all raising money. And probably we should start with a massive shout out to is it the Lucky G or Triple G and the Caddy Bags guys who just smashed it out.
Yeah. I popped in for an hour or so yesterday, a couple of hours yesterday, to check out who was it? Aotearoa New Zealand, which is PJ&D, the Get Gooder golfer crew, and the Wairoa Golf Club boys. So I think there was 40 of them out at Formosa yesterday, doing 72 holes. They've managed to fundraise, I think, about 15. No, they're over 15.
At 25, aren't they?
Yeah, they're up about 25. I don't know why
Holy
it's sort of
heck.
split up.
20.
But,
There we go.
there we go. That's team one. Viggo Rasmussen in the lead
Page
there.
in second.
Yeah, I think I read on PJ's one. I think he's there, so he might be able to tune it in. I think that all the teams together was just 20, 25 grand or something like that is what they raised, which is epic. And I mean, if you're not from Auckland, the weather wasn't pristine yesterday to get it around by any means. So no, completely well done to those boys there. That's epic.
Yeah, no, massive mahi there. It was so good to see, even though it's pretty similar to how it is at the moment. Reasonably wet, but the morale was high and bodies were hurting, but everyone was all happy. And I think they enjoyed a few ciders after, a couple of fizzies.
Tell me, does it make it easier to play in the rain on such a long track, or do you think it would have been easier in the heat? It's such a long track at Formosa.
In the heat, for sure. I'd rather be cooking, I think, because at least then you could throw on the sun sleeves and the hat and everything like that. But once you're wet, you're just wet. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw a video of William Lama with no shoes on because his shoes were all soaked.
Oh, man.
I was out at Wainui on Friday, and it was a joke how hot it was. I got through like 6 holes and wanted to find the nearest ambulance. Like, it was horrendous.
Heats up a lot through that in that valley there, right?
Yeah, man, it was a joke.
Yeah. No, but that's epic. That was cool as well to see such a massive team, because I've been following the longest day for quite some time, and yeah, that's a big group to have 40 of them all doing it at the same time and playing through that there. So that's absolutely epic. And yeah, what Dan's referring to is me. I'm going to tackle 200 holes this coming Tuesday. So in 7 days' time, I do my 200 hole thing, and we were talking about it before, Dan, and I thought I'd come over to one of your boot camps so I could get fit and ready for it. I only then realise it's next week. So
you'd have the day 2 pain.
yeah.
While you're doing 200 holes.
I'm doing 200.
Well,
holes.
if you make it through and survive the 200 holes, you can come and join us on the next one.
With your bike shorts.
In your bike shorts.
What goes first, do you reckon? 200 holes. What's the part that's going to fail first for you, Bondi?
Oh, I'm going to say it's going to be like my right shoulder's pretty bad. Just after I dislocated it so many times over my life so far, that starts seizing up, and then it would be my lower back. But I'll tell you what, after walking to the supermarket just earlier, which is only 200 meters down the hill, it might be my lungs because I was out of breath coming back up the hill. So yeah, we'll
at least
see.
your mentor's going to be there.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a pretty long day. I've worked out it should take about 14 hours to get it all done. 14, 15 hours, and I've mapped out sort of tee times on when I'm going to be teeing off and stuff like that before it gets too busy.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be an interesting.
Have you got a link there that we can see for a bit of sponsorship, or I'd love to contribute. So
I'll put one up. I'll find it. I'll fire that one up there. But the people who have so far, I don't know anyone else who does contribute as well, have been massively supportive. Like I've just on the page it says $2,700 at the moment, but I've got another $500 from another member to go in, and plus some other people who are putting some stuff in. One guy, who I won't mention his name because if he does listen, he knows who he is sponsoring me $1,000, but taking off $50 every time I lose a golf ball.
That is gold.
So yeah, I don't know what happens when I go through 20 balls, and does it keep going down from there? Does he start taking money out? Is that
you have to
pay him? I've got to pay him. Yeah. So it'll it'll be actually a really fun day.
Yeah, awesome.
It's
Yeah,
a
solid
day
effort,
out.
mate, and a great cause.
It's
Do that
Man
one first.
Maxwell there. Oh, sorry, I missed that one there.
Then it'll make sense. Oh, D Ratahi backing up with the day at Ludus.
D is
and
an animal.
Manaki backing up with the spending all day in bed. So kia ora, Kazi. I think he managed, his goal was to break, I think it was 100. And he managed to do it on his second round, I'm pretty sure. So big ups to you,
Oh.
Manaki. Kia ora.
Shout out, nice. Breaking 100 is the first step to breaking 90. You're on your way. All right. So, what are we going to move into? One thing that we do need to clean up, actually, was from last time. We spoke a bit of the driver length chat, especially that Dan was on here, and I think Dan's got a little thing he wants to touch back on there. Need to add some more to that one there, Dan.
Oh God. Yeah. So I mean, I thought I'd get the sticks out, and there's a little bit of a whisper that there might be something coming up. So I got the sticks out, and I thought, well, got to cut them down to 46 inches because that's the new rules. So I was pretty quiet at work on a Sunday morning and chopped them all up. And all my long drive sticks are now 46 inches. And then it just coincidentally, a customer wanted to buy a long drive head, and I spoke to the Mr. Bobby from the United States, who runs PLDA over there. So they run the event that Bryson was at, and I was speaking to him, and he was like, "No, man, we're keeping our 48 inches because that shaft length is only for professional golfers and top amateur events. So long drivers are not following the 46-inch rule. So I've just gone and chopped up all my sticks for no reason, which is fantastic. Yeah. Pretty special, mate, I tell you.
Oh, actually, do you want this? I've got some sellotape here, man, if you want to. Just
Is that 24-hour sellotape or 12-hour sellotape?
Yeah. It's good. It's good.
Need a bit more extra whoop in there for you. Are you staying left hand for long drive? Obviously, you made the switch.
Yeah, bro, I think so. I mean, I've had a few balls recently in the simulators with drivers, and yeah, they haven't gone where I wanted them to go, but I haven't also swung a club for ages. But I don't get pain hitting a driver in my wrist and forearm, so I think I'll give it a go. I'm not good enough right-handed to even think about it yet. I think as soon as I start to try and bash it, I end up topping it right-handed. So yeah, no, I think I'll stick to left-handed for long drive. Yeah.
There's something. So like, are you saying the shaft links for the is for the professional game and the amateurs and stuff? Do you guys have for long drive like a conforming driver head or rules? Because like are they the same heads that get used in golf, or is there different rules for those? Because I've just never thought about that.
Yeah, no, it's an interesting question, and you can be forgiven for thinking that everything's different because we're using 3-degree heads or 5-degree heads wound down, but everything we use is USGA conforming. Everything. So we're not using super hot trampolining faces that you can't use on a golf course. The one problem is you take a long drive head and try and play golf. Good luck. Like, it's so much harder to keep a 5-degree driver head on the planet or straight. So I think, I think you run the risk of not being able to hit a fairway if you're trying to use long drive equipment. There's a few people that can, but very, very hard to keep it straight. So
They're doing some pretty funny stuff. I know Carl Berkshire, he's now with Cobra.
Cobra, yep.
I think a grooveless driver. Sorry, like no.
Okay.
It's just a smooth face.
Yeah,
I've used those high knuckly balls.
The Brute. I have a Brute that's got no markings, and I think even one of my old Callaways. I mean, not Callaway. Crank has got nothing too. So, yeah, it's interesting. But the technology involved in the new Cobra stuff is pretty cool. I mean, those boys are trying to get every tiny little bit out of it, so they'll be trying all sorts.
I've always thought that you guys use stuff that I guess would just be slightly different, but you could literally see somebody out there on tour using what you guys use. It's just it's pretty impressive.
100%.
And yeah,
Yeah.
Ah, cool.
Yeah. What length is the stuff that we got off the shaft?
Usually 45. Some brands are 45 and a half. So you go and stack, 3 inches. Well, hang on a minute. I don't know.
There we go. I think 3
Under the
inches,
table.
eh?
Under the table if you like.
You go put 3 inches on a driver.
Multiply it by 3. That's
Yeah.
right.
Didn't take long. We need a bell for things like this. A little soundboard.
Eggs.
Yeah.
Oh,
Go on,
dear.
continue.
No, that's
Yeah.
it. I mean, yeah, you chuck 3 inches on a driver, like it changes the whole profile of your swing. Like it is definitely a lot harder.
Yeah, much harder to play. Give me a longer one and play. But I don't know. That depends on how you swing it, and that's one of those big benefits of going and getting fitted. Big thing.
Yep.
Especially
I mean, the
with the
shorter the
driver.
stick, the easier it is to keep straight. So you see some people like Tony Fee now. His driver's cut down, and he's hugely tall.
Mm.
So I think he plays a 44. I could be wrong. If anyone knows, I have a funny feeling he plays a 44-inch driver, and he's like 6'5" or 4 or something.
Yeah.
More than that.
It's like swinging a 7-iron.
He's a big unit. I think he's even like shortened his from when he first came on the tour. He's cut his swing down because he just had all the distance, and he's got so much more distance there, and just needs to find the fairway.
Yeah,
He's still one of the
it's
longest
more
drivers.
important.
You talk about distance always. Well, like everyone talks about it with the driver, like off the tee and such. But him, like Bryson, they're all hitting their short irons way further as well. It's not just with the driver, right? So, what's the point of ripping driver up to when you've got handsy flick lob wedge into every green? When he's cut his down, might lose a bit of distance, but then he's just got a full pitching wedge or
Full
9 iron
wedge,
into
yeah.
every green. At worst, still, it's not just how far you hit your driver sometimes, but when someone steps up and goes, "Yeah, I hit my pitching wedge like 140," and they do it consistently, I'm like, that's stupid. Like that's long. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting because I'm tall. I'm over 2 meters, and
Are you?
yeah.
Holy
And,
shit!
And so I was
Are
playing.
you serious?
Yeah, I was playing quite a long drive, so 45 plus driver, and was really finding like super accurate with the 3-wood, but really struggling with the driver. So when I got it refitted, took an inch off, and I grip down on it a lot more as well now, and it's been much better as a result. And I haven't really lost any that much distance from it, but it was always a bit of a hoodoo club for me. But yeah, now it's definitely in the bag. So. I think length does it. Like length is good, but if you're right at the top of the grip and you're trying to get all of that leverage out of it, it just the margin for error, especially if you're tall bloke like me, you're only talking decimal points of a degree, right? And it's gone.
Yeah.
So I
100%.
definitely advocate for the grip down and shorter one for sure.
Yeah. Can't believe you're 2 meters tall.
Yeah, man. 2 meter Peter down here.
Are you sitting on the ground?
Oh yeah.
I thought that's why you're so surprised, because he's only fills up half the screen. It's just like I look like
But I also I've never met Luke because I wasn't at Formosa when he came up, so I haven't actually met Luke in the flesh.
Yeah.
So
I'm just eyeballing my calendar up here. It's on the wall, looking at the 23rd, thinking, man, I don't have anything booked in.
I could make that work.
So
Yeah.
I could make that work. Got a few
Yeah,
year
let's
points
go.
in the bank. So
Yeah.
might be.
What's your handicap? I'm looking for a new partner. Apparently, I was booked in with a 3-ball today.
Oh, right. I'll send 2 DMs.
Well, actually, is anyone adding anything new to their bag this season? Anyone adding some new clubs or anything like that?
PVK is come February.
Yeah.
What do you
Pretty-
got?
I'm pretty keen to throw a new driver in the bag. Not that I need to, just because I want to. But I'll bring up a picture. So there's new drivers coming out. Might pop into the big yellow building and throw one of those in the bag.
So
Yeah,
that's
nah.
what. Well,
I won't.
yeah.
That's the
tailor-made
new
stealth.
That's the new tailor-made stealth, which pretty much just looks like the
Ooh.
what's the one? Sim 2 with a bit
It's
of
like a
paint job.
sim went out and got drunk.
Paint job.
You mean no? It looks exactly like a Cobra F9. What do you mean?
That's right. Yeah.
Is that Bryson's driver?
Which is what I have at the moment. So I'm thinking about getting into one of the new.
Is that the new Cobra LTD?
Oh, that's awesome. When's that? So have you got something ordered, or are you just looking to get fitted? Up soon.
To get fitted? Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I think
I heard a rumor that there's the fitting kit not far away. So, just saying.
Might have to go check. Well, also, I don't know if you should change driver PVK, because when you and I played Tauriti the other
Here we
week.
go, Flea.
Where'd you play, Bondi?
Just Tauriti.
hang on.
Oh, it's already. Oh, okay.
So there, and then the hat comes on. Yep, there we go.
Yeah.
When PVK and I were up there, he actually was smashing it. He hit it so good.
Yeah,
off
well,
the-
Pete's
off
a
the
machine. He's strong. He's tall. Once he gets a hold of it, man, that ball's in some pain.
No, but like more than one in a row. It was.
oh,
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
It's a different story. Okay.
I mean,
It
my
was-
back is only just recovered from carrying Bondi around the first
Oh.
first 16 holes.
Mate, he's 10 kilos dripping wet. Come on.
His
I don't-
play was
This. Oh, come on! I'm even par through 9, and apparently I'm getting carried. How does that work? I mean, that's how good he was playing. So, yeah.
Who did boys got the win too? Got the W.
we did.
We did got the win
Against
there.
some pretty handy opponents too. I mean, I know Switzer can play golf.
Can he? Oh, could have fooled me after that day.
Just looked like he was out there for some beers.
Yeah, no, he got
Using some
on some
sunshine.
beers. Yeah, no, they did win the press, so they got the press back at least. I mean, there was enough holes to almost have another 18-hole match. That's how much we won by. But yeah, no, it was real cool. I want to say thanks to Dal Bain over there at Sweet Spot. He actually was nice enough to let us go up with him and play it. I've played it a couple of times now, in BBK's first time going up, and we got absolutely epic weather. It looked just something like that.
Is that
Yeah.
PVK at Tauriti?
So did a KGC original polo shirt get up to the #1 golf course in New Zealand? Oh yeah.
Isn't it the number
Yeah.
2 golf course outside of the United States?
Yeah.
Oi. Hey.
So,
Hey.
yeah. Just had to drop. We had to drop that one in there. I mean, we went dressed. Hang on, throwing back. We went dressed the same. Obviously, got to rep the KGC brand there.
Well, that's why you guys won.
Yeah. When you turn up in team shirts, how were we?
They were in
ever
team
lose?
shirts as well. They were rocking black.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, that's probably why they lost. Cooking away in that heat. Holy
Yeah.
cow, it was hot.
Was there no wind?
Nothing.
Not even a sea breeze. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Good and bad.
Yeah. It's amazing the heat temperature, how it changes when you walk off the grass into the sand, which I did quite a few times on the back nine. So yeah, lucky I had a few beers to cool me down. But it's crazy. You walk off that and all of a sudden you just feel like you get lit up. Like it changes like probably 3-4 degrees straight away.
Did you struggle on the back nine phrase?
Yeah. I
Oh,
carried
so it's
my
actually it's the course. So it's not just.
Oh yeah. There's well you've played it a couple of times now. You know, there's those 2 hills that you have to walk up on the back nine. Those
Yeah.
2 mile.
Are they
turns.
hills?
Yeah.
I think they're like 3 meters off being called mountains or something. Like,
Yeah, right. It's just pretty easy to get around, but maybe it was the Heineken sitting in that really got to me near the end there.
I'm clearly just sitting here as the only guy that's not paid Tara 80, just thinking,
That was me a couple of weeks ago, bro. And just hold out. Well, for starters, you're in the wrong place. You need to.
yeah. I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
Yeah, we'll plan something up there. I think Pete's already submitted our corporate membership application.
Yeah.
We'll give that a play. We'll see how that one goes. But it was cool. And yeah, shout out to Dell there for letting us come up and play that. Little birthday golf for me there. So no, it was epic to get it on that day.
how was your 40th?
Oh, pretty good. 30th. It's well, it was in the lockdown, so it was that was really interesting. Having my birthday in the lockdown, so cooked my own breakfast, cooked my own dinner. It's bloody delicious. that was really it. And then had some drinks. But we did go out. Me and my partner Amy, we went out on the week after once everything opened up. We went out for some 5 o'clock drinks. Got back at midnight. Perfect. Yeah, it's good. So
Nice.
well celebrated now, and ready to move on to the next stage of my life, whatever that might be. I don't see myself changing much in the next couple of years.
Oh, welcome to the dirty 30s, mate.
we may actually break down. This podcast might drop off in a second because I'm going to mention a word that usually breaks the internet, but Tiger Woods.
Oh,
Tiger
back. Yes, excited. Playing with his son. This week, is it?
Yeah, this week,
Yeah.
Thursday. Yeah,
Thursday
It's this
starts
week,
off.
eh?
Yeah, and that father-son tournament that they have. And they'll have Big John and Little John as well out there, which I always love seeing them two play as well. But yeah, did you see Charlie's comment?
which one about his shoulders being sore from last year? Still,
Yeah,
or-
the one.
Carrying his old man?
His comment was because Tiger's in his legs. Obviously, he said he hoped that Dad would let him ride in the cart this year after carrying him all last year.
So good. He's got such a personality for a youngster under the spotlight like he is. He's just
Yeah.
And he hits it so good.
yeah. There's a couple of videos out there at the minute where they've been like, 30, 40 meters apart, but the way that the camera is, you've got both of their swing in the camera, and you see them both swing, and you're like, who's taught him how to swing that golf club? Like, it's just a joke how similar they are. So I'm so excited. Have the TAB up their odds on the hit Charlie winning a major by the time he's 25?
No, you have to go with Sportsbet online. The TAB don't do any of those prop bets or long-term ones. They gave. Well, I can't even remember what the odds were now.
Gamble responsibly.
Yeah, it was, but it was
Sorry.
no, but it was
Disclosure.
yeah. Sorry, it was stupid though. I texted through to you guys. I posted it on my Facebook as well. It was like 300 or 400 to 1, or even higher. It might even been over 800. I feel like it was 800 to 1.
Didn't you say 750? I think it was.
Yeah, or 750 to 1.
750 to 1
to win a major before he was 22, 25.
So,
Yeah,
so do you reckon he's going to go straight pro, or do you reckon he's going to go through the college system?
I reckon he'll go through the college system. I reckon he's got the time to do it.
Years.
Yeah, and I reckon it also builds good players too, and everyone sort of knows that. Builds also like good sportsmanship and all of that stuff too, instead of because like the pro thing's pretty lonely, right? As soon as you get out on tour, maybe not for him with a bit of money and stuff, but to go and play college golf is play with a team is
but also
really
for
good
him,
anybody's
man,
game. Yeah,
it's not about the money for him, so he doesn't need to go turn pro to win money. Like, it's going to be about building a legacy. It's going to be about winning those amateur events, becoming the world number one amateur, like competing for the states, all of that sort of learning and development that he's going to get out there in that system. It's like the boys here. Like, there's a number of our guys, like in that New Zealand squad, that could well and truly be making money right now. But they're staying amateur, so they can do Eisenhower, and they can, I think. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think he'll go to the college system or that route.
Yeah, I've got the big screen ready upstairs to have it on all weekend because it's just a fun tournament to watch as well. It's not that. It's a little bit different, which is really cool to see, and also you get to see the players interact a little bit better too. Like, they sort of loosen up with their family and stuff around. So, yeah.
I'm just googling what his handicap is.
Mate, he's not available for next week, eh?
12-year-old.
Yeah, well, Dan's looking that up there. What about we've got a few things here we've got to touch on. So I'll have a quick little break here, and before as Dan looks that one up, just to say to everybody that this podcast that we have going on is going to be our last one for this year, and we want to thank everybody for tuning in, and all of our guests who have been on. We've had some incredible laughs and such so far, and it's been great just to touch base with everybody and have a yarn sort of each week. So thanks everybody for tuning in, and all the support and things. And hopefully in the next year we'll fire it up and do it again. And that also means that even though it's not our last podcast for this year, we might go live on the 23rd. You never know. There might be 5 or 6 of us there. We might have a few beers, and then somebody might just pull out the podcast set. We don't know. But this is our last scheduled one for this year so far. So what's the handicap there?
Well, it says that Charlie Woods, Tiger Woods' son, 12-year-old, it's unknown, but it is believed widely that he's on scratch.
Yeah.
So 12 years old, scratch. Yeah, good start.
Yeah.
Pretty handy.
Pretty handy.
Probably wins the members haggle most weekends.
Well, it says he shot 3 under to obliterate the field in US Kids Golf event.
Yeah, definitely good for the Christmas ham.
There you go. Yeah.
Man, turn up to a US Kids event and you go deep, and then what's second? Like 10 over? 6 over?
17.
17. Which is, it's awesome to see the kids out there doing it, but it just shows the time and training that's put in, even at his age, and how the level that he's at already. So, that's absolutely epic. Cool. So we'll touch in and have a look at if there's any things here. But why don't we go right here? PVK. This looks like a bit of you to read this one out. Here we go.
This is
longest
from
day.
this is from Haranoa, or Mr. Double Jab now. Funny story, actually. Nah, you're all good, Haro. Hate that one, cuz.
He's going to pick up his prize too.
Yeah. Epic effort from the boys at Formosa. Body's feeling it now. LOL. Haha. But huge push from all involved. Shout to all those doing their part for the longest day in golf. A shout out to all those who donated. Epic day. Anyone got spare legs for borrows? Burrows?
He wants to borrow
To
some
borrow.
eggs.
Yeah.
For borrows.
It's like
To borrow.
Yeah.
I got some
Just
chicken
on that,
legs if
actually.
you want them, bro.
You can have mine, cuz I'll throw you on my back. I think donations are still able to flow in all the way through to the end of January. So
Yeah.
it's not too late to donate if you haven't. But
There you go, Luke.
yeah,
Yeah.
there you go, Luke.
Sure.
There's another one that came through from Scotty Hansen. Boys, you thought the new KGC shirts might be here pre-Xmas. Any updates? I was texting and messaging frantically this afternoon, and even sent one off during the show when I saw that. Have not heard back, but they were meant to leave the first week of December, so I'm hoping that they're here and just been unloaded. But I'll try my hardest to get them out to everyone before Christmas Day if I can.
I remember like early on, it was probably like in the 22nd or 23rd was hopefully our delivery date. So we'll see. The shipping in Christmas and in COVID is also probably going to be the hardest issue. But yeah,
Don't
I know.
get started.
Yeah, PVK works around the clock to do that. He does heaps there. So thanks for that, Pete. That's actually huge, the amount that you do there, man. Get that
Shop
done.
Pete.
I'm going to play this with the missus so that she gets some appreciation for the work that I do.
Oh, Pete, you work so much. Just lap it up.
Yeah. You can sound
27 hours
and you-
last week, Pete. That's unreal. On top of your
Not
40
far off.
hours.
So no. Okay, so why don't we actually hit up one of our more favourite sections because we've got about 10 minutes left, so that's about a good amount of time there. The grinds your gears section. Let's get right into that. Should we go that? Yeah, let's go on that. Okay, grinds your gears. Who wants to start this one off? Anyone want to
I
put
think
their hands up?
Luke said he wanted to. He had his hand up before.
Oh no, I was just thinking I need to rough off someone else's gear grind. Because right now I'm in a pretty good space. I've had a couple of Rieslings. So I was actually just doing a cheeky browse of the Air New Zealand website to check out flights for this week. So I think DC, mate, you're in trouble. I think you might have got yourself a 2 meter fucking partner for next week.
Oh,
so,
let's go.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
I'm 4'11", mate, so we're gonna look great.
Yeah, you can stand on these shoulders, man. They're pretty broad.
Classic. All right, let's go.
What's the gear grinder there, DC?
Depends what sort of comments come through. If there's a few comments that can give me a good excuse for the misses, then yeah, you might see me on a plane.
Oh, there we go. Let's hear your best golf excuse.
Best golf excuse. If I see an appropriate excuse in the comments, then yeah, I'll book a flight.
Oh, let's go.
What can I do?
Adam Arnold said I could. And
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
that he produced.
But Dan needs a partner. I do actually have a team, but they booked me as a 3, so I'll let them play, and I'll jump in with you, Luke. So
Yeah, man. Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, for sure. It's done. You heard it here
Why-
first.
why-
What's that?
Why can't he just play with your 3? I don't know.
It's
Oh,
a
they
peers
booked-
event, eh?
Oh yeah,
Peers,
they
no.
booked you in with 3 others or nah?
Well, they told you, and you didn't say
Yeah,
anything about a 2-ball event.
I did. They
Anyway,
Alright,
my grinding my gear. What's grinding my gears? Couriers. Let me rephrase that. The expectation from the recipient of the courier parcel. Now, subject A purchases a product. Product B gets sent the next day. Product A rings us 6 hours after the bloody thing's been picked up, asking where it is. It's like, dude, it's Christmas time. You cannot expect shit to arrive in less than 24 hours. It's just not going to happen. And the amount of people that ring up on the freaking daily asking where their packages are, or that they've got track and trace numbers. All of them have track and trace numbers, but they think that somehow I'm magically going to be able to change the result of what they already know. Okay, it's out for delivery. Yep, stood out for delivery. I can't ring the courier driver, dude. Like, that's grinding the hell out of my gears this week.
All right,
Couriers,
Dan,
postage.
Dan,
Yeah,
look down the camera.
yeah.
15 seconds to tell them your message, and I'm going to blow it up. I'm going to give you full screen. No, wrong person.
Who's the message to?
To the customers.
Okay.
this is it.
Dear customer, we are doing our very best to get your beloved parcel to you before Christmas. Our beloved customer. You can change it. Oh my god. We have no control. Zero control.
Can I-
it's
can
not
the
our
one-
fault.
The one part I'll just add to that is that you hold stock, I hold stock with what we do in our jobs with the golf shop and things. But especially for me, you'll have somebody come in who looks at something a dozen times, and we don't hold infinite stock. And they go, I'll get it next week, get it next week, get it next week. Anyway, by then it's sold. They come in and they go, oh, it's not here, and you go, yeah, we sold it. When are you getting another one in? We got one on order. Can I put my name on it? And then you get the call within that next couple of days. So is it there yet? No, but it was there 3 weeks when you looked at it. So yeah,
Yeah.
it happens, and I've had. I understand everyone's frustrations. I understand like yours as well with people getting called up. But I ordered some shirts, not KGC shirts, not having compete. It wasn't going to be a soft bring up that. I ordered some shirts for a custom Christmas present that were out for delivery on the 30th of November. Still out for delivery from the North Shore Depot.
Yeah.
Still out for delivery. So all I can think of is there's one really well dressed courier out there, maybe.
Seriously, Phrase, what's happening at the moment? And I can clear this up because I can send something to Taupo, I can send something to Wellington, it's there in 24 hours. Yeah. Auckland is cooked. Something that needs to go from Albany to Birkenhead can take 3 weeks. I could have walked it there quicker.
Yeah.
Like, it's honestly, Auckland is just cooked.
They're sitting in Auckland traffic. So that's it. That's a good one. What about PVK? What's the Any grinding gears there?
Yeah, it's not really one in our control, but the humidity at the moment is just really doing me.
Yeah.
It's just
Come spend some
You
time
know,
in the
you
shop,
know.
mate.
Wow. I'll show you my no, I won't. The humidity's getting to me. I got a fan going in my room pretty much 24 hours a day definitely for the past 10 days. Comes in handy, bro. So while I do like the weather, I can't wait for the humidity to piss off.
Yeah.
Luke?
Mate, I just what grinds my gears is the New Zealand website. Yeah, it's,
Sold out.
what also is going to grind my gears is the conversation I'm going to have with my wife in about half an hour's time about the flights that I just booked to Auckland for next week. So, legitimately, I don't know if you can. I don't know if this is going to come up or not because, that's a legitimate flight booking right there. So,
Oh,
Yeah, buddy.
he's
Thanks,
got a
boys.
second screen. Hang on, we'll add it. Hey, there it is.
How have you got 27,000 air points?
I'll take that. So yeah, so DC, mate, I hope you're in for a partner. Otherwise, I'll have to play solo. So looking forward to it. See you guys next week.
Oh, how good!
Buddy. So good. That's what
Oh,
we
that's-
need. We need all of you from around the country to book a flight. Come and join
Bring
our
it.
group.
Bring a spare suitcase and I'll load you up before the South Island KGC stop.
Done.
And beer. So that's what's really happening here. He's coming up to get us beer.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean, I'm just sick of waiting.
I told you it's in the middle.
Go fly up,
Cheap-
grab my
cheap
phone
carrier
face.
fee.
Yeah, it's out for delivery at the moment. Honest.
Yeah,
All right. We are 3 minutes off finish.
Yeah.
Bondi?
Ticking along.
Gear grind.
My gear grind. This is actually going to be a good one for summer. This is a golfy one. I cannot get over how some people need to know the rules of if it's play the live, it's clean in place, if it's bunkers a GUR, if it's this or that or hard pan or the rule of that and the rule of this. When they're teeing off to play in a social round, like with their mates, and they don't come in into the pro shop and all ask together. Like you come in one at a time because you're like trying to wait for your mate or your playing partner to like muck it up so then you can call out a ruling on them. Like when you get up to the first tee, just be like, hey, we're playing like 3 foot gimmies. Yeah, sweet. Are we playing clean in place, play the light? It doesn't matter. Like do what you want. And there'll be some people out there that'll say, no, you got to play the course rules because of your handicapping and yada, yada, yada. Yeah, whatever. But if you're going to play the clean in place and throw the ball out of bunkers and stuff like that, your handicap's not going to be correct anyway. It's going to be, if anything, better. So you're actually doing yourself a disservice for that. So just do what you want. Like it doesn't matter. Just I just can't understand it. You're going out for a fun round of golf. Now, when you're in a competition, though, read the bloody rules and follow them. So that's the other part.
Luke, you've got 2 weeks to play every bunker shot, every shot from a divot.
I know all the things that are going to grind Bondi's gears next week now.
Yeah. That's it. I mean, on top of that, repair your divots, repair your pitch marks, please.
Tap your shoes.
Tap your shoes. All those little golfy things that we all say that we do, but we all know
So-
a lot of you let a few go.
Should you get relief from a divot then?
No.
No?
The only, and I have this conversation a lot online as well, as I tap away after a dozen Rieslings like Luke and stuff like that. Trying to be correct online, but you just cannot define when a divot's not a divot. That's the problem with the rule. And I'd be all about saying, yep, 100% you should be able to drop from a divot all the time. But how often is it going to happen where you hit one down the middle of the fairway or whatever and you look at it, it's a bit of hard pan or something like that, and they're like, oh, that's a divot. It's like, oh, I don't think it is. And you just get in an argument every 2 minutes about it.
Oh, it's a rabbit hole then.
Yeah.
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 Fair call. Okay. Yep.
I got one last thing, and I know we haven't talked about it, or it's not in our notes or anything, but sunscreen. on course, do you guys have a sunscreen that you use, go to, that doesn't run in your fucking eyes and sting?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mine's
So-
Aloha, the PGA pushed that one out to us like pretty big too. And it's with the aloe vera gel in it too, so it absorbs into your skin real quick.
And I can second that because I use that as well. I missed a spot out at Wainui, and it's right on my ankle, and it's about that big, and I would go as far to say as it was near a 3rd degree burn. Like,
Yeah.
it was so bad. And even today, so what's this? We're 5 days later, it's like bright red still, like as in purple, like it's almost scarred. Like it was horrendous, man. The only part of my body that got massively burnt. So don't miss spots.
No, man. Yeah, be
It's my
smart.
swing tip.
Yeah, well, that's what we're
Don't
doing.
use-
That's
No,
what we're
SPS
doing.
35.
That's
What's
what
that,
we're doing this
BK?
No,
live.
no, no. No, no,
Yeah.
no. You can tell
Go
we're ready to
PVK.
fight today. No, you go, Bondi. Go, Bondi.
No, I was going to say that's the whole reason that the boys and everybody has done the longest day thing. It is for the Cancer Society, and you can reach out to them like online if you're doing that longest day thing. They send actually sunscreen to you to go out and use. So yeah, make sure you get it sun smart, sun safe. I'm a big bucket hat guy, sun sleeve guy out there because you're outside cooking for 4 hours, and I mean every time that you're cooking in the sun playing golf, you can't be cooking in the sun on the boat. So I mean there's a bit of a trade off. You can't do it all the time. So that's when you got to pick your singlet time in our New Zealand sunshine.
Yeah, nice.
Rightio. Okay, well that's I don't think anyone got anything else they want to finish out on or
Last words? Just
any last
Merry
words?
Christmas, everyone. Stay
Merry
safe.
Christmas.
Yeah, don't do anything silly that
Great New Year.
Bondi wouldn't.
I'm going to head straight over to the Kiwi Golf Club website and register my place for next week. So, yeah, join me. Make sure you get in there.
There we go.
Yeah.
Is there a comment there?
Yeah. We got a
Should I
couple
start
in
us?
there.
Happy holidays, Ben Ashford.
Cheers, Ben.
Thanks. We've actually got an exit video. I was
Oh, do we?
maybe making it in the first few minutes of the show, but if there's no one else, I'm going to start queuing it and we're off.
Cheers,
Happy
Sean.
holidays. Have a good one,
Sweet.
everybody. Stay safe.
Just
and
be
we'll,
safe.
See you soon.
Yeah.
All right,
See you guys.
Maria, this is Sam Chapman up at Omaha, nailing, I think it's the 9th or the 10th, though. It's just when you come off the par 5, turn around, chipping in. Let's see how this goes. For Maria. You can't really see shit, can you? You can't. What is this? For ants?
Dear.
We'll work on it for the
That
new
was
year.
close, yeah.
Peter's
We'll get there.
Peter's got to get his drone license, which we've got out. So everyone will probably see the drone flying around at every KGC golf day from now on, and away from all the trees and things like that. So yeah, happy holidays, everybody. Drive
Yeah,
safe,
please.
stay safe, have a good time with your families.
you, Ted.
Have a good break. Goodbye.